Welcome to Sport Tide TV. Madam continues to be in my deck. There's going to be a big match between Barcelona and Inter Milan tomorrow. And like I said, if Inter Milan is not able to score Barcelona tomorrow, then I'm going to shave off my hair. No matter what happens tomorrow, I know that Inter Milan are going to score Barcelona not less than 3 goals to 0. I'm saying this because I know what Inter Milan is capable of doing. And so if Inter Milan is not able to score or win the game against Barcelona tomorrow, I'm going to shave off my hair. For the past 3 matches that Inter Milan has played, they've lost almost all those matches. They played against Bologna. They lost against Bologna 1-0 to 0 in the 90th or 94th minute. They played against AC Milan. AC Milan was able to score them 3-1. They also played against AS Roma, and AS Roma scored them a long goal. And Barcelona supporters think that that one alone is an advantage based on the fact that they won the game against Real Madrid, so they think that they've gone. But per the analysis that I've made, I know that Inter Milan are going to score Barcelona not less than 3 goals. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to shave off my hair. And the next time you see me on this platform, my hair shouldn't be like this. I can take off my headset for you to see how I look now. And if Inter Milan is not able to score against, or if Inter Milan is not able to win, not scoring, win against Barcelona 3-0 tomorrow, I'm going to shave off my hair, and it should happen. Barcelona over the weekend played against Real Madrid in the El Clasico, which is the Copa del Rey final, and they did massively well by winning 3-2. And that one alone has put Barcelona in a state where they feel that they have advantage over Inter Milan, but that isn't the case. Barcelona, after winning the game against Real Madrid, are out there jubilating and enjoying. Most of their players can't even wake up and go to training because they are still in the jubilation mood. They are still in the enjoying mood. While Inter Milan are seriously on the pitch training. These are the possible lineup that is likely to happen. The side of Barcelona, Szczęsny is likely to play, Juskunde is likely to play, Kobasi is likely to play, Martinez is also there. Gerard Martin, who happens to be the weaker part of Barcelona, is also there. Since Bade is not going to play, Gerard Martin is going to be there. Frank de Jong, Pedri. When you look at the midfield of Barcelona, that is where you will say Frank de Jong and Pedri have the strength over there. But Inter Milan have the people, they have the men to be able to overcome these players. Yamal, Dani Olmo, Rafinha, and Ferran Torres is likely to play ahead of Lewandowski. And these are the side of Barcelona. When you look at the Inter Milan team, we have Jan Sommer as the goalkeeper there. We also have Mathieu Damian over there. We have Francisco Acerbi over there. We also have Bastoni also being the main 3 defenders or the main back 3 for Inter Milan. We also have a player like Dumfries is also there. We have a player like Nicola Barella also there. We have Hakan also there. We also have Henrik Mataran also there. We also have Carlos. We have Latino Martinez, and we also have Anatovic. These are also the players that Inter Milan are going to play against, are going to use to face Barcelona. When you look at the midfield of the Inter Milan, you can see they have really packed the midfield, and they have experienced players who can overcome this midfield of Barcelona. Inter Milan, looking at the Champions League this season, Inter Milan happens to be the only team that has a good defensive record. They have conceded less goals. They have conceded less goals as compared to Barcelona. It's hardly for you to see Inter Milan losing more than 2 goals in the Champions League. It has been 1 or 2 downfall for them, being the fact that within the past 3 matches that they've played, they've lost almost all the matches. But that does not write Inter Milan off. I know and I believe that Inter Milan have the men over Barcelona. They have the players, they have the people who can put Barcelona at the back of their seat. People are thinking, or most of the Barcelona fans are thinking, that Inter Milan are rather going to sit back and wait for the ball to come and then they play counter. But it is a different game. Yesterday, I had the privilege to watch Inter Milan, their training, and I realized that the coach is trying to use a different method that is rather going to help them a lot. When you look at a player like Nicolas Barella, who happens to be one of the best midfielders in Europe currently, that player alone is capable of stopping both Frank de Jong and Pedri in the midfield. Like I said, Pedri and Frank de Jong are one of the best midfielders when it comes to people dictating, or the midfielders dictating the game in the central stage of the pitch. But looking at the game they played between Real Madrid, Frank de Jong was nowhere to be found because he is growing and he is out of his peak. He's not that too strong to be able to contain the players that Inter Milan has. When you look at the defensive three at the back of Inter Milan, they are one of the best. They have the best defensive. When it comes to the keeper, know that. I know that Szczesny is one of the experienced goalkeepers in the world currently, and Barcelona are very lucky to have him. After he retired and came back, he has been one of the best for them. He has played over 20 matches. He has lost only one, and that was the game against Dortmund. Aside that, I would say, as long as we have Kobasi and Martinez at the back of Barcelona, then players like Lautaro Martinez and Marko Arnautovic are likely to score goals. Why am I saying this? Kobasi is a very good player, know that, but he lacks the experience and he's not able to match the experience that Lautaro Martinez has. And it's going to be a very tough game for him. Looking at the fact that over the weekend he played against Real Madrid, he did very well. He's so tired. And Inter Milan didn't play so much well against AS Roma because they knew that they have to reserve a lot of players to be able to play against Real Madrid. And so when you look at the match they played against AS Roma, along the line, before the 50th minute or to the 60th minute of the game, Inter Milan coach Inzaghi was able to remove almost, or to withdraw, to substitute almost all the players and make sure that the other ones will have time to come and play, so that he will rest a lot of players to face Barcelona. Barcelona, on the other hand, played almost 120 minutes against Real Madrid, and so the tiredness is there. After the match, they jubilated a lot. They had party, and they are still partying in their various homes. It's only the supporters that think that Barcelona are capable of scoring against Inter Milan. But I know and I believe that Inter Milan are going to win not less than 3 goals. And I repeat it again, if Inter Milan doesn't win the game against Barcelona tomorrow, I'm going to shave my hair. The match is going to be live on Sportstar TV. Before 30 minutes to the game, we are live on Sportstar TV. You can get all the analysis of the game, all the previews, and everything that you want to know about the game before and after the game. Thank you so much. My name is Imadek. Bye.